your host for Motorweek, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome again to Motorweek. We're glad to have you with us. Bringing a new car model to market is challenging for any automaker, and it's especially challenging when you're not only competing with other car builders, but you're also competing with yourself. Now, that's the situation that Porsche finds itself in with the new Boxster. That sleek little roadster must find its own niche while still living up to the performance and prestige standards of the venerable 911, but without stealing too many sales from its classic sibling. Now, that's a pretty tall order, even for a Porsche. But there's never been a Porsche quite like this one. Combining today's technology with a heavy dose of tradition, the Boxster has grabbed the public's attention like no Porsche before it. And with good reason, as we found out on our first drive through Germany's Black Forest, where Porsche introduced the Boxster to the world's press. And as usual with auto writers, they were immediately divided, mostly on the subject of styling. So too our staff. They agree that Porsche has done a superb job of reconciling the original show car's retro styling with engineering reality. But a few feel there is a lack of balance between the deep swooping nose and somewhat chunkier tail. All, however, admire the attention to details, like the smoothly integrated high-mounted brake light, this clever hidden retractable rear spoiler, and stout twin roll bars that serve as mounting points for an optional wind blocker and are solidly bolted to the car's floor pan. The chassis itself mixes rigid steel boron alloy reinforcements with carefully integrated crumple zones for both strength and safety. On the other hand, the all-new 2.5-liter engine is all aluminum. It's the first liquid-cooled production flat-six engine in Porsche history, and also the first to use 4-valve cylinder heads and variable valve timing to make 201 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque. It breathes through high-mounted air intakes on the car's flanks and exhales through a stylish single exhaust. Access to the mid-mounted engine is extremely limited by its tight packaging, and fluid checks are accomplished at this maintenance station in the rear trunk. It's so tight that engineers had to locate the two-piece radiator ahead of the front wheels. The remaining drivetrain components consist of either a 5-speed manual transmission or Porsche's latest Tiptronic automatic, which now boasts 5 gears, with manual shift controls on the steering wheel only. It's all tied into Porsche's first optional traction control system and rides on an aluminum McPherson strut suspension, which is slowed by powerful anti-lock equipped 4-wheel discs grabbed by new single-piece aluminum calipers. All in all, a far cry from the Spartan engineering of the Boxster's spiritual parent, the 550 Spider. But as we found out during our first turn behind the wheel, still a pure Porsche driving experience. On challenging German roads, Porsche's latest mid-engine model behaved much like today's friendliest rear-engine 911. There is more front push in tight corners than we expected from the short 92.5-inch wheelbase. But grip is excellent, even in pouring rain, with tail slides coming on in a tame, progressive manner. Throttle response from the new 6 is crisp and immediate, with a distinctive exhaust note. 0 to 60 passes in 6.7 seconds. The 5-speed manual shifter offered short throws, but a slightly notchy action. But engine noise, wind or weather, never intruded, thanks to excellent sound insulation and a very tight seal of the power-operated convertible top, which with its automatic tonneau cover and lightweight magnesium supports is quite a trick piece in its own right. We like the simple single header latch and rapid folding sequence, a mere 12 seconds, but would prefer a glass rear window to the easily damaged plastic. A removable aluminum hardtop is also available for true all-season driving, though most owners will want to keep the roomy interior open as much as possible. While not as unique as the original show cars, the Boxster Dash is one of the most efficient in Porsche history. Yet it's still stylish, as shown by this straightforward overlapping gauge cluster. Supportive bucket seats cocoon the driver, offering a wide range of adjustment, and present you with a dizzying array of elliptical control switches. We did find the ventilation controls to be a little busy for use while driving. And unlike many two-seaters, the Boxster offers reasonable luggage space, a total of 9.1 cubic feet divided between the front and rear. Fitting all this effort into a car only 14 feet long is no easy feat, and Porsche engineers are to be congratulated for what they've accomplished. Our friends at Automobile Magazine generally agree, saying the new Porsche is well made, well equipped, and well behaved. It rides with dignity, it corners with verve, and holds the road with grim determination. And if you're determined to own a Boxster, be prepared to shell out at least $39,980 for the manual and $43,130 for the Tiptronic. Add from the extensive option list, however, and the price can climb as high as $53,612. That's almost a 911. And with many of its components likely to be used in the next generation 911, so is the Boxster. But its personality is its own, and it should appeal to a more laid-back driver than its uncompromising cousin. It's both a new kind of Porsche and a welcome return to the company's roots, and it should do very well all by itself.